and welcome back to your mum's favorite channel on YouTube, Cult Strength. Now, this is a very special video today. Today I am going into full detail, in regards to Modus Operandi, the Cult Strength method. Obviously, that is launching in 3 days, or 2 days, depending where you are. But it's launching on Monday, the 5th of August. So it's coming up really quick. Now, this video is going to go over everything from how to sign up, how much it costs, what you can expect to get from it, obviously what I expect from you as well. I'm going to go over the different program options, so depending on what your goals are, there's going to be multiple programs available to you. So this video hopefully will shed a lot more light on it for you, and then obviously if you're on board, which I'm sure you will be, we're going to get to work in a couple of days on Monday. So I'm excited to get into this. I've been working on this for quite some time, and we're definitely ready to go, baby. It's a good day. Alright, now for anybody who's new here or maybe a little unaware of why I've decided to do obviously this Cult Strength method, the Modus Operandi. Now, I have been a coach with powerlifting for a decade, and I've worked with a lot of people. I've been doing online coaching for that long as well, right? But what I've noticed, obviously the last few years, is that it's become, quite a luxury to be able to afford, one-on-one online coaching, because you're paying somebody for their time, and some people's time costs more than others, and it's one of those things where you do get what you pay for. So I understand that, it's not affordable for everybody, and my belief is, as well as many other elite athletes, is that if you want to get the most out of something, you hire a coach, right? I'm good at what I do. I still have a coach. That's something that I've always preached, and I think it's really important. But as I said, it's not necessarily accessible for everybody right now. So my goal with this has been to bring a hell of a lot of value for something that's quite a lot more affordable than regular online coaching. I would say that's very cheap compared to a lot of options out there. So that's why I started this process working on this. I wanted to be able to help more people. I wanted to make it more accessible for more people, but I still wanted to bring you insane value, because I didn't want to just put out something cheap and nasty. So I've been working on this for quite some time, and I think between the excellent programming you're going to receive, and obviously the tutorials and the free tutorials that I put on my YouTube channel, where you probably found me from, there's going to be a lot more ways that I can help you as well. So we're going to do things like group calls, which I'm going to go more into later in this video. But as I said, the main reason why I started this is to help more people, to give them incredible value, and that way everybody's happy. That's my goal with this. I want to see more people living with strength. I want to see more people getting after it, getting in the gym and getting jacked, because the world lacks masculinity, especially at the moment. So I think to practice discipline is really important, to follow a program is really important, and to be consistent and to stick with something is really important. So for those people that are wanting more out of their training, who are wanting to exceed their expectations, perhaps to see their true potential, I'm here to help you. This is my craft. This is what I'm good at. I've been doing it for over a decade. So I want to share that knowledge with you in hopes that you can have success on this journey as well. That's my goal. Now, as I said, we launch on Monday the 5th of August, which is just around the corner, a couple of days away. Now let's talk pricing, because I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to make you wait till the end of the video to hear how much it costs, because in my eyes, as I said, it is incredible value. Now, it's going to be done on a subscription. Okay, so you can cancel anytime that you like. If you're not impressed with the programming, if you don't like it, or if you simply just don't want to train anymore, you can cancel at any time. So there's no lock-in contract, there's no fucking around. You can go onto the website yourself, cancel the subscription, and it's done. Now, how much does it cost? Now, I was trying to set it up on my website in US dollars. Unfortunately, it's being a little bit annoying. I'm here in Australia, so it's going to go up in Australian dollars, which is going to work out a bit cheaper actually. So if we look at it on a weekly basis, it works out 19.99 Australian dollars a week, which is around 13 to 14 US dollars a week. But because it's a monthly subscription, you will be billed monthly, so it's going to be 79.99 per month Australian dollars, which is around 50 US dollars a month. Okay, a month. That is incredible value, and I can guarantee that anybody who is, very serious about achieving their goals, I'm sure you can come up with $50 a month if that's going to help you, which I guarantee it will. Of course, if that's, when you comply and follow the plan, and obviously involve yourself in the program and what I'm trying to do, which I'm going to talk about very soon. Now, how to sign up? This is pretty simple. So what you're going to do, you're going to head to cultstrength.square.site right now, because it is live right now, as in you can go and sign up. We start on Monday. You can get signed up now, and the quicker you sign up, the quicker you're going to get your program as well. Now, as I said, it's billed monthly because you're going to receive your program in a 1 month block. Each program generally is about 16 weeks, which is 4 months. So that's obviously you're going to receive 4 blocks of training throughout that month to make up the entire program. So as I said, you go to cultstrength.square.site, you follow the prompts, you sign up. Now I encourage you to please use your email, because after you sign up, within 24 hours, you're going to receive an email, and we're going to be asking you what program or programs you would like to be sent. Now, I'm going to go more into what the programs are and what they entail, but the single lift programs, if you're choosing to just do single lift programs, like you just want to bench press or deadlift, or you just like squatting, you can choose up to 2 programs. So you could do a bench press and a deadlift program if you wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend doing, if you're going to do all 3, you're going to probably go and be better off getting the 3 lift program, right? But you can get up to 2 single lift programs. We'll also have a power building program, a powerlifting program, and a program that I follow. So I'm going to go into detail, those programs in a minute. But yeah, that's what you're going to do. You're going to receive the email. You're going to let us know what program you want, and then you're going to be sent the program, 4 weeks worth of programming, and then every month that your subscription renews, as in every time the billing goes through for a new month, you will get emailed the next block of training, right? At any point you want to change the program you're running, simply email us and we'll arrange that for you. That's easy. But I hope this makes sense so far, and I think now let's talk about all the different programs and what they entail. Alright, now let's talk programs. And if you've been following along, as I said, I kind of wanted to create characters to go with these programs, like an archetype, right? Because I'm a bit of a fucking nerd, and I do get passionate about things that I like, so I wanted to go to the extra mile and do something kind of fun. You may appreciate it, you may not give a fuck. That's totally cool. I did it because I think it's fun. Now, the programs we have. The first option, the Slayer program. This is a squat specific program if you're hell bent on achieving the biggest low bar back squat you could possibly achieve, right? And obviously a byproduct of that will generally be big legs. So if that squat leg training is really what appeals to you, the Slayer program, that's going to be your best bet. It's a 16-week program, and on the single lift program, there is 2 days a week for that one. Okay, so you've got a main squat day, and you've got a leg focused hypertrophy kind of style day, and that's a 16-week program. And you can do your own training around that. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend doing any other squatting. But that's the 2 squat focused training days that you will have in your program, and that program is 16 weeks. So you can do your training around it if you want to. You could even chuck in one of the other single lift programs, but that's the squat program, and that is the Squat Slayer. So hope you like that. Next up, the Barbarian. this is a bench press program. Now, again, this is a 16-week program. It's going to be made up of 2 bench press days a week, and these bench press days are going to include a lot of back training and arm training. And this program, the volume is quite high with the 2 bench press days, but again, very effective in building a massive bench press. As I said, you can do your training around that if you like, but that's what that is. The Destroyer, this is the deadlift focused program. Okay, and again, 2 days of training. Now, if you wanted to run the squat and the deadlift together, that would be 4 days of lower body. So I wouldn't recommend you do something like that. Again, if you're going to run squat and deadlift together, you may as well run 3 lift. Okay, so I wouldn't go mixing those together. The deadlift day has 2 days as well, a deadlift focused day, but also another day focused on hypertrophy and the posterior chain. And now, in terms of 3 lift, the Destroyer is 16 week as well. These are all 16-week programs at the moment. Next up is the Emperor. This is the power building program, where the emphasis isn't so much on 1 rep max squat bench deadlift like a powerlifting program, but it's more focused on a broader range of exercises, not necessarily working to 1 rep max, but still very strength focused, but with equal or maybe slightly more focus on hypertrophy and muscle building. Don't get me wrong, you can still get big doing powerlifting, but this power building program is slightly more tailored to muscle building over just absolute strength. But again, a very effective program. 5 days per week for this one. It's 5 days of training. It takes a lot, but it's very effective, and it's 16 weeks. Yeah, it'll be fun. And of course, we have the Warlord. This is the 16-week, essentially a powerlifting competition prep program. Whether you're competing or you're just working up to a peak and testing your maxes in the gym, this is the program for you if you want to be big and strong in terms of the squat, bench, and deadlift. Okay, again, as I said, 16 weeks, but this is the main priority: building a big squat, bench, deadlift, or a big powerlifting total, if you speak in that lingo. And finally, my program, the God Killer. Now, this program is pretty much exactly what I'm doing in the gym. And again, this may not suit everybody because you may have different goals than I have. My current goals revolve around building a big deadlift, building a big bench press, and I may work on some sort of squat variation, but it's not a low bar back squat. I'm not competing in powerlifting right now. My main competitive focus is built around my deadlift, but I do enjoy bench pressing, so I really would like a 600-pound bench press. So my programming is going to be designed to give me a massive 420 kilogram deadlift and a 600-pound bench press, which is 272.5 kilos. So if you want to run the exact same program I'm running, the God Killer would be for you, but that may not be for everybody. And to clear up any confusion, because I do sell programs on my website, the Squat Slayer, the Barbarian bench press program, and the Deadlift Destroyer. Now, the programs on the Cult Strength method are not the same. You want to think of these as evolutions of these programs, 2.0 version, and these programs will always be updated every 16 weeks. So it's not just a set in stone program. As I said, I've just taken the archetype or the character out of that program and brought it to the Cult Strength method, just because I enjoy the imagery. But I will still be selling programs on my website, but they won't include, obviously, what else? Well, all the other stuff that the Cult Strength method will include, which I'm going to talk to you about right now. This is the fucking insane value you're going to get for your money. Now, the programming itself is worth it, absolutely, and obviously the free content on YouTube, the tutorials. You just use the program, and that together, that would be insane. But I have more in store for you, and I'm excited to talk to you about it. Okay, so now a really cool feature that I think that I've included into the Cult Strength method is a weekly Zoom call. Okay, now on this Zoom call, what's going to happen is you're going to get the opportunity to ask any questions you have in regards to your programming and your training, and obviously it's a chance for anyone who's doing these programs to connect and talk about things, right? Now, there'll be some weeks that I might want to talk about a certain topic as well, There'll be certain things that we'll learn. There'll be some education, but we're going to do weekly Zoom calls. Now, what I'm going to do is split them each week in terms of the time, because I know people are in different time zones. So I want to give everyone a reasonable opportunity to get online, because I really encourage you to get on these calls. That's where you're going to get the bulk of your value from, that more specific feedback. So how I'm going to work it is, on week one, we'll do, for example, I'm near Sydney in Australia. I'll do a night time here, and the following week I'll do a morning here, right? So I'm going to hit some different time zones. They may not be exact. It's hard to get it perfect for everybody. But as I said, if you're keen on this, you will definitely make the time and prioritize it. So that's a great opportunity for you to really get more out of your training. You may have issues with technique, with selecting numbers. What exact number should I be hitting this week? My job and my goal in those conversations is to educate you and help you get the edge, so you can perform your program to the best of your ability, and then obviously get more out of it. That's a win-win. That's a win for you. It's a win for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's really exciting. Now, this group, the Cult Strength Method, for now, it's going to be hosted on Facebook. Now, I've looked into a whole bunch of different apps. It took me a good month to actually decide on this. And although there's some great apps out there, Facebook simply hasn't laid out the best way for what we're trying to achieve. And let me explain. Not only is it free, right, for you to use, but it has a wall. And on that wall is where I encourage you, and I really do recommend that you post a good amount of training videos, whether it's just, your top set from the day, maybe it's a back down set. Post your training, right? Not only are we sharing our progress with others in the group, but I'm going to hop on there every day or two. I'm going to leave some general feedback under each video. It might be just a technical cue. It might be just a job well done if you did it well. But I'm going to give you some general feedback under each video you post, right? So I definitely encourage you to be posting videos on the Facebook wall. That's going to obviously be a big help as well. And I think, as I said, it's really important to share this journey and to put yourself out there, out of the comfort zone, right? You are being judged, but you're being judged in an environment where everybody wants the best for you, okay? Unfortunately, you need judgment upon you to be able to improve. It's not like harsh judgment. It's just people watching you, and I'm going to give feedback. And that feedback could be, it's always going to be positive. I'm not going to rip you to shreds. It's going to be constructive. But I definitely think it's beneficial for people to see that as well, because not only are you learning something, but they may watch your video, they may be able to relate to your issue, and then my answer may be able to help you as well. So there's a lot of positives to doing that. So I definitely implore you to do that, and we'll obviously get you invited and the link for that group during our email exchange after you have signed up. So don't worry about that. All communication will be done through email. You'll have all the links you need. You'll have your program, and you'll be all set up, ready to go. Now, one more final option you will have, and this is totally up to you, right? Because the value is so good, what I'm going to do is offer options for a one-off, one-on-one online coaching call, where we could have a half an hour time slot or a 1 hour time slot, and it's just us talking face-to-face or over a phone call, right, over a Zoom call, one-on-one, about every issue you're facing with your training. Maybe you have some questions, maybe you need some help, maybe you have a home gym and you want me to critique some of your lifting in real time. There's going to be options for you to buy or purchase one-on-one online coaching as well, but again, that's only if you want to take that next step. Now, as I said, I do offer, I'm an online coach already, and as I said, I've said that way too many times. Too much of this. At the beginning of the video, I was talking about why I started doing this, and that I mentioned I'm an online coach at the moment, and I have been for around 10 years, a whole decade, and that option is always going to be there for you if you wanted to take the next step and have that more personal one-on-one time. But the Cult Strength Method is an excellent way for you to obviously get the help that can push you in the right direction, give you the tools that you need to build your strength and to be where you want to be, you know, at a much more affordable price. It's much more realistic for everybody. So it's a lot of talking. I'm going to sign out now. And as I said, this launches in a couple of days. So once you see this though, once you're watching this right now, you can head to cultstrength.square.site, and I encourage you to sign up as quick as possible, because you're going to get your program quicker, you're going to be set up, you're going to be ready to go and getting to work. And if you're not ready to sign up right now, that's okay. You can sign up at any time at all. It doesn't matter if you sign up now or in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You'll just start your program on week 1, and everyone's going to be at different phases of their training. It's going to be a cycle of people going through programs, but it's going to be a great big community of people on that same path. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Absolutely. So until tomorrow's back day, back and biceps, maybe some shoulders as well, definitely some shoulders as well. Until tomorrow, you know what to do. Head to cultstrength.square.site, sign up for the Cult Strength method, and then we can get to work, baby. It's going to be a good time. I'm really excited. If you're still here, like this video, drop a comment and subscribe. I appreciate you. I look forward to working together. Let's get it.